Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today I'll be sharing 8 list ideas based on the Alastair method for your planner or bullet journal. So to begin, I've got some friction pins here ready to go, some fine liners, some highlighters, as well as this ruler to help me draw some straight lines. So let's jump in. The first list I'm going to share with you guys is the future log. This is a list that basically tracks events as they occur throughout the year and organizes them by month. The way that the Alastair method works, you can easily just put a running list of events without having to worry what order they're in. And by using this matrix of months, you can categorize each event under the month and easily track what you should be doing within any given time frame. A very handy tool for those of us who are unable to put events in a container because some months are much more busy than others. So this way you have the flexibility to just list anything that comes up in any order and then categorize it by month. And the way that I'm showing you here, I have the actual day or dates of the event next to the event description, using dots to signify where they fall within the month. It's pretty simple, straightforward, but a great list to have at your disposal. The next list type I want to share with you guys is the running weekly. This is also a very Alastair method based list. I've recently tried this in my own planner and really love the efficiencies in organizing tasks in a way so you don't have to repeat them if you do not get to them on the day you have assigned. So I'm going to go ahead and just set this up really simple for maybe a work week. I'm using just different colors and highlighters just to show you guys some options, but this is definitely not an exhaustive list of how you could organize this style of list. There's many different ways. This is actually a variation of the one that I showcased in a few videos prior to this one. Anyway, so I'm listing out the tasks there under the work header, and then I'm using the Monday through Friday dates as a way to say when I want to get those tasks done. As you can see here, it makes it so much more efficient for things that you do repetitively throughout the week so that you don't have to write it completely out. Here, you just use the symbology of bullets to track what days you need to be doing what, and then you can go back and cross them off or check them off when you get them done, or move them around so you know if you did them or didn't do them. It's a great way to keep things much more efficient and cut down on writing. The next list type I'm going to share with you guys is the project tracker. Now, this one is a great way to track multi-step projects, and if you have like a team or are working with other people to track the progress of where things are at within the process of completing your project. So I'm just going to go ahead and set it up here for a quarter of time. So I'm going to use these columns here in blue to track each week of the quarter. And I kind of messed this up, so I ended up with only 11 weeks. Usually a quarter would be approximately 12 weeks. So I've just rolled with it. It's just an example, but yeah, so this is how you could do that. You want to go ahead and list out the tasks that need to be done to accomplish your project. This could be milestones for a goal. This could be individual items that need to be done to achieve your project, multiple things. And here I'm showing you a kitchen remodel as an example, and how you might use this to track the status of your project and also to plan or schedule for things to happen for a project as well. So I'm just using dots again, or bullets, to track where things are at in the project and how they're going to happen and in what weeks, so that I can easily make sure that I have everything in the right time frame and ready to go for the contractors as they come up. Very simple and clean way to do it, but easier than having to kind of write out each week what you're supposed to be doing. It's kind of at a glance and a great way just to visualize your schedule. The next type of list I'm going to share with you guys is the Categorizer. This, again, is loosely based on the Alastair method, but instead of organizing things by date, you would be organizing things by category. So I'm going to show you some sample categories that might be useful in your planner, including work, home, school, doing a brief little example of showing how you might categorize things using this method. It's great for when you have a lot of things on your to-do list and you don't have a way to really organize them on your planner itself. You can just do a running list of things as they come up and add their categories as you go. That way you can sort through when you're at home, what you can be doing, or when you're at work or at school, or whatever categories fit best for your life. You can just drop down the list and tackle those tasks when you're ready for them. So, for example, something like while you're at work, you need to do your work-related tasks. You can just go to your list and tackle those tasks while you're in that environment. I'm using bullets here as a quick way to show what category each one is in. And then I'm using some rapid logging symbology here to show how the progress is made on each of the tasks, so you can easily find how things are going. The next type of list I have for you guys is a study schedule and or log. You could use this list in either way, where you can do it for more planning your study schedule, or you can track what you did study as you went along. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up with a simple list of dates on one side. So that stands for Friday, and then the date would be the first of the month, and so on down the line. And then I'm going to add some categories for subjects. So I just have bio, art, calculus, English, just as some examples, but you could do this with any sort of class schedule that you have on your list. This combines a bunch of different things, including color coding, and it also has a date-specific list as well. So here I'm just listing out with the color that I've assigned for each subject what day I'm going to be doing it on and what I'm going to be doing, as well as what category it falls under, so I can know how much I'm studying or completing for each type of subject. Just a way to organize everything in a succinct manner, and is great for both students, but also if you have something similar for work tasks, you can definitely use a similar method. So the next list type I want to share with you guys is a bill tracker. This list is a great way to get an at-a-glance look at your entire year and see what bills need to be paid and when. Then you can easily track whether the bills have been paid as you go through. This type of list is a great candidate for being laminated and reusable, so you can use it year after year if your bill structure really doesn't change. And it's also a great way to organize those type of bills that aren't maybe that repetitive as far as every month. Maybe you have a few bills that come in every quarter or only once a year, and you just want to track when those happen in your schedule. So I'm just listing out all of the types of bills that I have. I've created an extra column here for auto pay, so I know which things I have to actually send in my bill payment versus ones that will automatically come out. And I'm using a simple checkbox system to track when those bills have been paid. It's a great way to organize all of your bills in one spot so you don't miss a thing. The next type of list I want to share with you guys is a meal planning list. This list is really great for keeping a running list of different recipes you want to try and then organizing them for placement either later in a meal plan or in your recipe binder, some way to help categorize things and also to see if it's something you want to commit permanently into your plan. So I'm just going to go ahead and set up a basic layout here where I'm having the recipes I want to try listed down the right hand side. And then on the left hand side, I just have some basic categories of breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and other, just to give us a general category for some of those things that don't fit. And I also made a column in the middle for things when I try them and have transferred them over to my recipe binder. So I'm just going to go ahead and list out those recipes. As you can see here, I'm going to put a dot next to them as I go down. So the bullet will be for defining the list, and then we'll use that rapid logging style of denotation to say if you've tried it, if you've moved it, or if you didn't like it and decided not to move forward with it, you can also just cross it off. I'm also categorizing each recipe in the categories I mentioned before so that I know exactly where to place it in my meal plan or binder in the future. The last type of list I want to share with you guys is for routines. I'm going to use the example of household chores to kind of show you how this would work, but this can be done with any type of routine you do on a regular basis in a limited time frame. So like a weekly or monthly or even quarterly routine that you do on a regular basis. This is a perfect type of list to laminate or to use something that can be used over and over again, whether it's something you erase and can recheck off or make copies of and not have to recreate it each time you're going to do that routine. So I'm just going to set this one up for a simple yearly chore list. Here I'm going to use bullets and just kind of show you how that might look so you know when things need to be done, and you can go back and actually cross them off once you've laminated it or made a copy of it. That way you know that you've done the things on your to-do list. So there you go, you guys. 8 different list types for your planner that hopefully will help you do things a little bit more efficiently and give you some ideas for how to organize your tasks and events. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye!